Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Gunfire Reborn. Characters explained in the weirdest way possible. Again, I'm doing all this at the same. Today we're looking at Bunny Sword Girl. Apparently has a living blade. There is so many innuendos you can make with this one. Oh god. Well, here we go. Alright. Her name is Tao. Because I see that right here, and I will go over that in a minute. So, Tao has two abilities. She has swords out. This is gonna be a bad one today, isn't it? Alright. Disclaimer, these are jokes, and also, there will probably be a lot of phallic jokes in this one. It's set up too perfectly. But, swords out. Unsheath multiple flying swords, each dealing 300 damage. The number of flying swords is determined by the stack of blade heart that you have. Each stack can summon 3 flying swords. For every 15 ammo consumed, gain 1 stack of blade heart, up to 6 stacks. So at one time, you can have up to 18 flying swords. Da hell. And then Fatal Blossom. That says Bloom, not Blossom. I can read, I swear. This is kind of like your Q, your grenade. Summon petals in the front that explode outwards, marking all enemies within 6 meters and dealing 600 damage. The mark lasts for 6 seconds. Fatal Bloom deals damage to a marked enemy again every time you hit it 12 times. Oh damn, I did not know that. So, I'll read her description. Tao, who is a master in the art of the sword control. My mind is in the gutter right now. This is bad. Is keen in manipulating her royal flying sword to strike all foes. Oh, this says a lot about me. Meanwhile, she can condense her energy into petals, dealing hidden injuries against enemy with her fatal bloom. Woo! When you level her up, you got your 5 right here. 1. Blade in Heart. 5%. 5% swords out damage for every blade heart stack you have. So, more blades you can summon, more damage, basically. Plus more damage because of the blades. Galloping speed for each enemy you kill. 10% movement speed for 8 seconds, up to 5 stacks. So you can go 50% faster for 8 seconds if you kill those people. Long-lasting bloom for number 3. Restore 1 use for every 5 enemies marked by Fatal Bloom. Superior magazine. 30% magazine capacity and reload speed. That one's kind of lackluster. And finally, number 5. Resilient shield. Recharge shield immediately after killing an enemy. An enemy recharge won't be interrupted for 3 seconds. As you can see, this person is... I'm gonna stab you and then recharge my shields. She does not have a lot of health. She does not have... she's a decent amount of shield. And she's pretty fast. Not the fastest. I think the tiger's the fastest, but... decently fast. Now let's go to her section. You have 3 ones. You have Raging Bloom, or Fatal Bloom. You have Mainstay Weapon, which is the combat prowess. And Blade Rain, which is the blade manipulation. She likes the sword fight. She likes the sword fight. Alright. So Raging Bloom, number 1. Glowing Bloom. 100% Fatal Bloom base damage at level 3. 300 Fatal Bloom base damage. Minus 2 hits required to trigger Fatal Bloom. Additional damage. That is nice. I can't really get a joke here for this one. Number 2, Curse Mark. Reduce enemies' movement speed by 30% and damage dealt by 20% when the enemy is marked by Fatal Bloom. At level 3, reduce enemies' movement speed by 70 and damage dealt by 50% when the enemy is marked by Fatal Bloom. I can relate this to being basically when you're having a good day and that one event happens. It could be small, it could be big, that just ruins the day for you. That is this thing. That's this card, basically. It's like, well, there goes my day. Now I'm gonna feel like crap the rest of the day. Number 3. Flower Chain. When hitting an enemy that's marked by Fatal Bloom with a weapon, deal 100% weapon damage to up to 2 other marked enemies. Level 3. When hitting an enemy enemy that's marked by Fatal Bloom with a weapon, deal 100% weapon damage to up to 5 other marked enemies. If the initial hit is a crit hit, then so are the following hits, but their crit X will not exceed 3 times. That is a weird way to put it. I'm not an English major, so maybe that's correct, but who knows. That's the ones that just make fun of groups of people. You know, not like bad, the more like joking ways, you know, not bad ways. Number 4, no escape. Enemies marked by Fatal Bloom take 20% damage, increased damage, and the flying swords summoned by Swords Out will home in on the marked enemies. I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep on laughing. I am a child. I'm an adult, but I have a heart of a child. All right, I'm gonna laugh at this. So, sorry, not sorry. Number 5, Mark Chaser. Each time Fatal Bloom summons marks an unmarked enemy, increase weapon damage and skill damage by 8% for 8 seconds. At level 3, each time Fatal Bloom marks an unmarked enemy, increased weapon damage and skill damage by 16%, and lucky shot chance by 5% for 10 seconds. This is like when you introduce a new friend to your friend group, and they all make fun of him. I guess this is more of like a guy thing. But they all make fun of them. They all shoot off a joke. And, sometimes it hurts them. But, it's like that rite of passage into a friend group. That is this card. And number 6, Blade of Bloom. I hate how that works. After marking an enemy with Fatal Bloom, summon flying swords that are equal to 100% of the current Blade Heart stacks. Each flying sword then homes in on a random marked enemy. At level 3, after marking an enemy with Fatal Bloom, summon flying swords that are equal to 250% of the current Blade Heart stacks. Rounded down, each flying sword then homes in on a random marked enemy. I gotta ask. Like, I read manga. Alright. Pass the time at work around at lunchtime. Whenever I have a break, I'll read. I also read, I think it's pronounced Meiwa. It's like the Chinese version, or like it's not from Japan, but the other one. And I think they have flying swords and stuff like that in that version. I don't know. Please do not. I mean, you can correct me. I'm not gonna say anything because I know I'm wrong, like multiple instances. But that's what this reminds me of. Have you ever read those or seen anything like that? That. All right. Second one, mainstay weapon, combat prowess. Number 1, empathy with sword. I'm sorry, I have never seen someone show empathy with swords. Nor show mercy, unless it's a mercy kill. When dealing weapon damage to an enemy, there's a 10% chance to summon a flying sword to hit the same enemy. Level 3, when dealing damage to an enemy, there's a 10% chance to summon a flying sword with an additional 100% skill damage to hit the same enemy. So what you're saying is you need a large capacity, fast firing, low damage weapon that you could just go brrr to summon as many swords as you can to deal weapon. Number 2, sword enthusiast. No innuendos today. For every flying sword summoned, increase weapon damage and skill damage by 1.5% for 8 seconds. At level 3, for every flying sword summoned, increase weapon damage and skill damage by 4% and lucky shot chance by 2% for 10 seconds. Okay, nice. Probably had a lot of sword battles, sword training, sword fights in order to obtain that skill. Number 3, a warlike blade. I'm pretty sure every sword blade is warlike. I'm sorry, I don't see a lot of people, at least during these times. Well, I'm guessing medieval, if medieval had guns, would have non-warlike swords. For every 10 ammo consumed for the next 3 seconds, increase rate of fire by 10%, accuracy by 10%, and there's a 5% chance to recover ammo consumed when firing. Can be stacked up to 3 times. Level 3. For every 10% or 10 ammo consumed for the next 3 seconds, increase rate of fire by 20%, accuracy by 20%, and there's a 15% chance to recover ammo consumed when firing. Can be stacked up to 5 times. So, basically what you're saying is she's going to be great with Big Hippo. Big Hippo is a minigun in this game, by the way. Number 4, Swordsman. It's a sword bunny. It's a sword bunny. I'm sorry, but if a bunny, a pink bunny, charged at me with an equally pink sword, first off, I don't think I could get away. I'm not that fast. I don't run. I jog slightly. Got weak knees. My belly jiggles when I walk fast. Yeah, that. For every stack of Blade Heart you own, increase weapon damage and skill damage by 8%. Sword Guard. For every flying sword summon, increase max shield by 2 for 6 seconds and recover 2 shield. Level 3. For every flying sword summon, increased max shield by 4 for 8 seconds and recover 4 shield. When the max shield bonus exceeds 20 stacks, increase the shield recharge speed by 50%. Using swords as shields. The greatest defense is offense. Take that information how you will. Number 6, ammo extractor. Please don't tell me you're extracting ammo for flowers. I think I think this literally, I'm not even reading it. You're using Fatal Bloom, killing an opponent, and extracting their ammo from the blossom that is blooming on the fallen enemy. That is morbid and naturesque at the same time. Killing an enemy, killing an enemy that is marked by Fatal Bloom instantly recovers 30% ammo in the magazine. Ammo to the magazine. Level 3, killing an enemy that is marked by Fatal Bloom instantly recovers 100% ammo to the magazine and grants 1 stack of Blade Heart. Oh boy. Oh, this is weird. Blade Rain. Sword Shadow. Can't make that joke. Every stack of Blade Heart summons 1 additional flying sword with swords out. My brother, just a little explanation. My older brother, he likes to make a lot of dick jokes, and by older I mean like 9 years ahead of me. So he's 32 right now, and he still makes these jokes. And I'm sorry, because I have been corrupted by him. My mom would explain us as 2 peas in a pod, and whenever the word sword comes up, yeah. So, I'm having a great time. I hope you guys are having a great time too, and I hope you guys are thinking of your own jokes. And if you can switch out certain words so YouTube doesn't get mad, please feel free to comment them in the comments below. Just replace the the dick joke or whatever the dick is, basically, with sword instead, and I will have a great time. Please and thank you. All right. So, Sword Shadow. Each stack of Blade Heart summons 1 additional flying sword with swords out. Level 3. Each stack of Blade Heart summons 3 additional swords with swords out. I never knew blades could be a very good projectile weapon. I thought spears, because they're basically close to javelins. Never a sword, though. Even though you see a lot of throwing of swords in a lot of shows and movies, which is weird. Number 2, Epic Swordcraft. I'm going to hell. Level 3. Oh, sorry. Let's read the first thing before we go to level 3. 100% flying sword base damage. Level 3 is 300% flying sword base damage. Yeah, that makes sense. When a boy becomes a man. Amplified sword. After hitting an enemy with a flying sword, the inflicted enemy takes 4% more damage from flying swords within 1 second. Can be stacked. At level 3, after hitting an enemy with a flying sword, increase flying sword damage against enemy by 10% within 1.5 seconds can be stacked. For those degenerates out there who know what I'm talking about, the couch with that single person sitting on it and the couple of people standing behind it. You know what I'm talking about. Don't look it up. Don't say anything in the comments. Just know you are one of my people. Number 4. Sword defense. Reduce damage taken by 30% while casting swords out. Level 3. Reduce damage... Damn it, I forgot to take it off. Reduce damage taken by 70%, and HP will not drop below 1 while casting swords out. I mean, when you're lonely, you can't die. You know what that means out there. Continuing on. Furious Wave. Flying Sword has a 40% chance to deal double damage, and there is an additional 20% chance to deal 3 times the damage when hitting enemies who are marked with Fatal Bloom. It's not about the size, it's about how you use it. This is gonna be that video. Yep. This is gonna be my first deflagged video, isn't it? Luminous Heart. Blade Heart base stack +1, max stack +1. At level 3, Blade Heart base stack +3, max stack +3. Ammo consumption required to gain a stack -5. I got nothing out of that one. I don't got that. And that is the end of the innuendo jokes with this one, because we all know I'm a degenerate and my mind is in the gutter. So yeah, that was the explanation by me for the bunny stabbing character, the pink stabbing bunny character from Gunfire. And if you like what you see, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. I love hearing from you guys. And these are all jokes. They're dirty, but still they're jokes. And with that, I'll see you guys next time.